versus Jair was all castles. And that'll be concluding shortly, but we'll go ahead and get the second race moving up on stream soon. All right. Everything is set up, I believe. Hopefully. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the end of that race. They just finished an all castles race, and what was it? 39:47 and 39:55 within 10 seconds. Okay, let's look at the category selections. So fogdude picked 96 exit, all castles and all switches. Jair picked all castles, no Star World, and 11 exit. And 11 and 96 were both cancelled. And it was Jair's all castle that got picked for the first round. So the second match, second race is between all castles and all switches. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. What will it be? Just saying, we haven't seen all switches in a while. Boo. All castles. Oh, I forgot the start. Oh wait, this match is actually already got one. Fogdude did end up winning the first match. I guess that's important. There we go. Alright. We're all set here. Let's see, this is the final group, or the final Class B matchup for Group 3, and it is a deciding match. Whoever wins this match will move on to the bracket stage. And Fogdude's already got one win. Yeah, Matthew, I'll do that after this restream. Actually, I can just do that right now. Or I can put it in the server. It's not already in the server. Let's see how much delay there is here. Sync these up. Oop. Right on the fade out. Looks like Jair is on the US version. Or the English version. You gotta love that camera autofocus. We get a lot of runners, especially in like the speedrun.com forums, that are like, I don't have a capture card. Is it okay if I point my webcam at the screen? There's a 361. I remember, I saw that one. And the answer is yes. Always point your webcam at the screen. Might not look pretty, but way better than having nothing. So just like before, another World 1 where there's no orb or cloud, so it's the same 4 levels again. Nice pair of 259s though. Gotta run on those platforms the most efficient way possible. I don't know if Fogdude's controller was messing up there, or just looking straight up for a little bit. I like to think Mario got distracted. We are going through Iggy's castle. We should be seeing both runners grab the midway point and the fire flower. This is all castles. Pretty standard. This is going to be ideally the only fire flower to get. We're getting stream issues. Couldn't be a race without stream issues. There we go. A nice glow of the CRT. Grabbing the cape here. And flying through the level. Like usual. Yeah, that's quite a bit of overscan there. The one bad thing about like the rounded screens, can't quite see in those corners. Not like it's a big deal. Heading into the dark room to grab that shell, just to swim just a little bit faster through this level. In the normal exit, the shell still doesn't save quite as much time because there is that P-switch. Nice 252 there, fogdude. Almost a 52 from Jair. It's close. You have to be really good at kicking up that item there to get a 252. Yeah, the reason why you switch out to that P-switch there instead of holding the shell the entire time is because you cannot bonk the P-switch into a fish. You hit a fish with that shell, it goes away, and then you have nothing to carry. You see that some of the runners will fly under the clouds here in DP3, and some will fly over. Flying over the level, like, as high as possible, is the safe way to do it. That way, in case you accidentally, like, miss a cape pump or something and go falling down, you don't hit anything. However, you want to get into that cape flight mode as quickly as possible to try to get that faster flight speed. Which means getting into flight mode when you're lower down. And if you're confident in your ability to fly, you'll want to be pretty low down to the ground. At least to start off with. You try to gain height as you go through the level, but it's not that big of an issue. Just make sure not to fly too high at the end because Mario needs to be completely on screen in order to hit the goal tape. You can fly off the top of the screen and go over. At least in levels where the camera can scroll up. There's that bonus room again. Grab that springboard, bring it up. You need that to bounce on. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's just gonna give up with the springboard. It's a little bit too far to the right. I think you could still bounce on that to get up there, but it would be tight, and you don't want to risk falling in that spike pit, or one of the spike pits. You really want that fire for Morton. It's easier to hit the or to throw the springboard into the pit with the spike on it, but you can only really do that when the spike is lined up perfectly in the pit. Once the spike starts moving, the spring will fall down. If you do that, it's easier to throw it onto the spike because there's like a backboard basically. But it's better if you can land the springboard on the cement block, and preferably like hanging off the edge to the left. So that way you have more room to jump onto that ledge. Both runners going for wings here. Nice 370 from Fog. 369. There's taking it safe. There they are. Ooh, just barely. 360. Still not bad. Wings is one of the, in VD1 at least, wings are one of those tricks that, like, you want to learn it, you should learn it, because it saves a lot of time. Even if you don't do it very well, they still save a lot of time. You're skipping a lot of level there in VD1 doing wings, so you can take it really safe and take your time, even mess up a little bit, and you're still going to be saving a lot of time versus not even trying wings. So it might be a very involved glitch where you have to dupe the block twice and stuff like that, but you really have so much leeway with how much time you can waste there and still save time. There are some tricks that aren't like that, where it takes a lot of time and effort to learn and they don't save as much time. And to those, for runners starting out, I'd say to hold off on those, so you get more confident in your ability to play the game. Fogdude running up against that pipe there for a little bit. That's what I meant in the last race by saying I like seeing either a setup jumping off the raft at the beginning at a certain spot, or the manip where you run into that pipe like that. And it will guarantee that you always stick to the slope, the steep slope, and get P-speed there. So that way you don't have to run back and forth on the raft like Jair had to do, because he did not stick to that slope and didn't get P-speed. Here we see our raft fly, back and forth with Yoshi. Everybody has their own pattern of doing this. As long as you keep going back and forth, regain, keep that P meter. Yep, going up and over. See, this is what I said earlier. If you're down there, if you're up on that part of the platform past that cape, it's faster to just go under. Going over loses you like a second from having to left right there. Going under only loses like half a second. It's just one of my pet peeves. Always seeing people go over there. Uh-oh. Saved. Being down there is kind of scary, especially when you aren't, or you're kind of deviating from your strat that you're used to, because the pattern of the bullet bills there is dependent on RNG. So easy to get a bullet into the face. That was weird. When you get like clipped. Oh, watch out for Magic Koopa. Like got a weird clip there, trying to hit that P switch, and just kept breaking blocks. Why you really don't want to pick up that P switch ever, because there's not really a good place to put it back down. It's really hard to put the P switch on just a single block that's floating in the air. And those platforms that are on the water are sprites, and P switches and other items like that can't land on sprite platforms, they just go through. So there's not really a good place to put it. Unfortunately, Jair doesn't have a timer on his screen, so can't sync up. Have to rely on the race room time being right. But he's about one Lemmy fight and cutscene behind. Curious if we'll see a CMBK. I doubt it. While VD1 wings are one of those tricks I would encourage newer runners to learn, CMBK is a trick I would not encourage new runners to learn, and I would encourage them to not waste their time trying to learn such a difficult trick. And it saves way less time than VD1 wings do. Nice getting Yoshi stuck there in the fire. Oh, that bouncing chuck. Ooh, Jair is going for CMBK though. Let's see what he gets. Not able to get the double tongue, but it looks like the first time when he tried to press select to empty the fire flower out, like he missed the button. And that threw off the spawning position of one of the sliding Koopas, so I don't think it would have worked anyway. Oh well, it was worth a shot. No problem there with Ludwig. Jair going for keeping slow. No P-speed through the rest of the room. I personally do not, or at least in races, I don't try to get P-speed right at the beginning, because it's very easy to get hit. It's a bad place to get hit. And even when I do get flight to go under the Potaboos, I don't really fly at the fastest speed, because it's scary. So I don't blame Jair for taking that part safe. It's a scary room. And it's not only just because it goes left instead of right. Oh, fogdude not getting that instant swap there. Mario was too far on screen and it caused the game to pause during the power-up transition for whatever reason. Well, the reason is because it's just an aesthetic thing, but I don't actually know offhand why it doesn't pause when you're near the top of the screen. Alright. Hog got a couple P-balloons and then the shell fell down. No more of that. Alright, Yoshi clip time. Hopefully it's not terrible. And it looks like Jair won't be going for wings, unless he goes down here. I also don't blame him for that, because FY1 wings are dumb and annoying. It's nice to see a first try clip. Fogdude will not be losing 100 game seconds to clips. Unfortunately, Jair will not be losing a billion seconds either. That's good. Grabbing that block in FY2 to swim faster is kind of scary. You can still grab it even though it's inbounds and Mario is out of bounds, and stay out of bounds. But if you are even just a little bit too high up there, Mario will snap back onto the floor and then you have to do the rest of the level normally. Alright, here comes some Roy Fly. Casually dive bomb under some podiums. No problem there. Switch to fire. Good. Very nice. Jair getting in 64. Saving some time over Fog there, who had some issues getting in the pipe. And soon he will be headed to Roy's Castle. Roy's Castle isn't that long, so... Still got a race here. As long as the streams aren't super desynced, can't really tell for sure. And it looks like he did not die to Roy Fly, which is good. Mario's staring at the castle forever. What's wrong with the castle? That's a good freeze frame for that cutscene. Mario sees something in the window. Gets very confused. Wow, there's probably like 1 or 2 frames there where that could have frozen. Reload. Taken moments before disaster. That's actually funny. Alright, Jair says Fogdude's about 28 seconds ahead. That fishing boo has like a tendency to swing back and forth, so in order to get below, you just need to swing out one direction and then go the other. And we grab Yoshi here. Yoshi will be used to get the wings in Valley of Bowser 2, so that we do not have to do the sandbar section. So, and that takes a good chunk of time, so you definitely want to keep him around. Ooh, that was an interesting, interesting bounce up there by Jair. Get to that door. I'm honestly surprised that still worked. Jumped a little late and the boo laser was a little bit lower than usual, but still able to get up there. And here comes Chocolate Secret again. Infamous Chocolate Secret. Nice double tongue coming out of the pipe. You press X or Y on a specific frame when going through a pipe with Yoshi. He'll stick his tongue out twice in the next room. An easy swag thing to go for. You can see just how long of a level Chocolate Secret is because now they're both in the same level. Jair deciding to go with the dive bomb strat to kill the football chuck at the start of the level. There is a small chance that killing or doing that strat that the football chuck will still kick a football before you hit the ground. And the dive bomb does not kill footballs, so if that happens, that football will still be bouncing around and you can run into it. Nice crusher skip there from fogdude. You need, if you have a slow flight speed there, ooh, catch that spike. If you have a slow flight speed when approaching that crusher, it will crush before you can get completely underneath it. Very nice save there to notice not to keep going. Good way to prevent a death. Ooh, just ran right into that Bobu. Oh, and bounced off the dummy into the fireball. Luckily, I believe he hit the midway point. Oh, and Jair gets killed by the crusher that I was just talking about. That's what happens when you have a low flight speed. And so in order to not get a low flight speed there, you hold right while you're flying down from the ceiling, and that instead of giving you like that chance of getting whatever flight speed you get, you'll just kind of average out all the flight speeds. Oh no, fogdude got trolled by the middle Wendy again. That happened earlier in a different race when Wendy spawns in the middle, right when the fireballs both converge into the middle. It's like the worst thing to happen. Because sometimes they can spawn in there just enough that you have to miss the cycle if you don't want to get hit. Both of them have no cape in the Wendy fight. According to this, the restreaming tool says Fogdude is still a little bit ahead, but we don't know for sure because we don't have timers. Jair doesn't have a timer on his stream. And Fogdude seems to have paused his timer. Now we definitely don't have timers. But yeah, by holding right, you cycle through all your flight speeds, so you get like an average value instead of sticking to one value. And the average flight speed is just fast enough to make it through. One stream loads, another doesn't. So Fogdude did pick up the mushroom, but Jair was able to get a cape from that block. Because he had fire. Which means at the moment, Jair might actually be slightly ahead because Fogdude may go back to get a cape. Go back to Sunken Ghost Ship to get a cape before going into Vob 1. Or he may just continue to go on without a cape. I have a feeling from seeing how well he did in Wendy's castle there that he might just continue going on.
Orb. Orb.
Sour orb even. Double orb. Alright. Yep. Fogdude will just keep going without a cape. So he is going to lose a little bit of time in this level, because having cape is faster. However, I don't think he'll be losing as much time than if he had gone back for a cape. However, now that he's small, I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He may continue. This is going to be tough. Doing the first room of Vob 2 capeless with Yoshi is annoying because your hitbox is pretty big. Yep, and if you fall in one of these pits, then it's over. And he didn't let the shell turn into a disco shell yet. Oh, and he almost used that shell to get out of the pit. Get this midway point, probably gonna get this cape here before hitting the wings, yep. But wasting all that time there has put Jair ahead. Still a close race. He's going to grab fire here. Did you know that you can slide kill the green bubbles? Alright, Jair is in there. Fogdude gets a good sexy slide. Ooh, yep, even closer now. It's gonna be up to Magikoopa. Magikoopa's gonna make this awful. Oh. Or the fireball will. Fogdude getting the P-speed. There it is. Oh, there's Magikoopa. Yep, okay, good. Fogdude knows to just keep going. There we go. Just get it over with. It's like tearing off a band-aid. Just get it over with. Get Larry's Castle over with. So now they're both small coming out of Larry's Castle. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. Because there is a cape in room 3 that they could go for, or they could just decide not to go for cape at all. Let's go into start this room twice. So Jair's decided to go get a cape, and Fogdude has decided to go on without a cape. And luckily, it looks like Jair actually knows decent movement getting that cape. A lot of people don't actually know the fastest strat for getting that cape. And it looks like he's chosen to go door 7. Oh, I'm getting hit by the statue. That's gonna hurt. It would have been very, very close if Jair still had cape here. Also, talking about dark room, goodness. Now they are both small in the Bowser fight. Yeah, another close race. This is pretty good race. See how well each runner knows their no cape Bowser. Game the system by hitting Bowser twice with the same Mecha Koopa by bending space-time. Alright, grabbing that mushroom for safety. The only reason I would grab that mushroom is just because of the ball skip here. Jumping over this ball, sometimes it's a little scary. Oh, yeah, that was really close. Oh. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be very close. Jair's got an extra Mecha Koopa. I also don't even know how synced these streams are. One could be way lagged behind. Let's see what the race room says. And done with a 37.42. So in the race room, Jair finished with a 37.29 and Fogdude with a 37.45. So yeah, I think very clearly a win for Jair there. So that means we're moving on to a race 3. Alright, so we've done all castles and we've done all castles, so it's between all switches and no Star World. Give the wheel a spin. Where does it land? All switches. Finally. Alright, we are about to get started. Time for some all switches. Finally, World 1 is different. And hopefully the streams are not as laggy. Oh, quick, I can start the prediction. Or World 1 is over. 2 minutes. So, in all switches, this is an orb category. You see, we got Yoshi instead. And we have Big Mario. Because you need Yoshi to do an item swap. And you need Fire Flower to get the orb. So you might as well hit the midway point in YI2 so you don't have to worry about getting a mushroom, but also you can just get a Fire Flower right here from the start. Nice and easy. If you're not familiar with the orb strat, well, first, let's just go ahead and see what it looks like from fogdude's stream here. There it is. So, right next to that arrow sign, in between the arrow sign there and the goal tape, is usually a clap and chuck. One of those charge and chucks that jumps up and down and claps. That's why he's called Clap and Chuck. Charge and Chucks in this game are power-ups. Now, normally, it doesn't matter because you can't... They're an enemy, too. So, if Mario touches it... Yump, by the way. If Mario touches the Charge and Chuck, he gets hit instead of getting a power-up. However, if you could eat the Charge and Chuck with Yoshi, you would get the power-up that a Charge and Chuck gives you. And... well, how do you do that? Yump! If you grab something on Yoshi's tongue and then that thing despawns somehow, and then another thing, like an enemy or an item or whatever, spawns in the same memory slot as the old thing, then it will replace that thing on Yoshi's tongue. Also, that was a very interesting YI3 from fogdude using the yellow blocks there because that platform despawns. That platform only despawns because he had a shell in Yoshi's mouth. Jair doesn't have anything in Yoshi's mouth, so that platform will be there, just like normal. Anyway, so the item that we're despawning is a coin. Put a coin on Yoshi's tongue, and then collect the coin, which despawns it, and then load in another thing in the same slot, which is the Clap and Chuck. And when it loads, it goes directly onto Yoshi's tongue. Even though you're not supposed to have a Chuck on Yoshi's tongue, it still warps there anyway. And then Yoshi's able to eat it. And then it gives you a power-up, because it's a power-up. Now, it's a glitched power-up, so, like, can do all sorts of weird things, usually crash the game. But there are a few combinations of which kind of Charge and Chuck, because there's a lot of different kinds of Chucks. Clap and Chuck, Football Chuck, Charge and Chuck, whatever. Different combinations of Chuck and what power-up status Mario is, so like small, big, fire, cape. Just so happens that the combination of Clap and Chuck and Fire Mario gives you the orb, which you can see right there, which is the question orb that you see at the end of Sunken Ghost Ship. Actually a sprite, but it gets put into your item box, and then you can use the orb wherever you want, and touching it will just end the level. And so we use that to skip some of the longer levels, like Iggy's Castle, Morton's Castle, Donut Plains 2, and Butterbridge 1. So either castles or auto-scrollers. The one tricky thing about orbs, though, is that unless you're in a vertical level, like VS1, Mario does the same fanfare march thing, like when he hits a gold tape, he'll start walking to the right. Uh-oh. You notice how he paused and started selected there, because the combination of Clap and Chuck and Small Mario crashes the game every time. So, quickly pause and start select before that can happen, and the game won't crash. But yeah, you still have to do the fanfare, and if Mario like falls in a pit or falls in lava or something during that march, you still die and you don't actually beat the level. Also, Yoshi still has a hitbox, so he's able to run away like that. Mario is invincible during the march, but Yoshi isn't. And unfortunately, Yoshi runs away there. So fogdude will have to go get another Yoshi. But what he was trying to do is time getting that orb so that the Swooper Bat will lunge down at Mario right as the Buzzy Beetle is coming towards him. and they'll collide with each other and cause the Buzzy Beetle to turn around so that it doesn't hit Yoshi. I am not really sure what Jair is doing here. Oh, he just almost accidentally got the secret exit, that's it. Nope, you want the normal exit there. What does yump mean? So, a yump, let's see, hold on. Before, let's see if Jair gets this. There's the swooper, there's the Buzzy Beetle. Oh, a little bit too late. You want them to hit each other. Oh no, Jair runs off the side of the screen. So that's another issue that can happen. Is that when orbing an auto-scroller, when Mario does the peace sign, or actually any time during the march, if he goes off the side of the screen, you just die. Because the game thinks that Mario gets crushed by the auto-scroller, like pressing him up against a wall. So you have to be careful of that. That's usually more of an issue in Butter Bridge 1. You lost fogdude. Anyway, yump. A yump is when you jump off of the Switch Palace switch. You have one frame where you can jump. And if you do jump, you get a yump. There we go. Buzzy Beetle has turned around, and now he still has Yoshi after getting the orb. Yeah, you have one frame to jump off of a Switch Palace switch, and then it's called a yump if you get it. And the reason why it's called a yump is because there was a Swedish runner who used to just yell jump after getting the jump off the Switch Palace switch. But in Swedish, J's are pronounced like Y's, so it always came out as yump, and it just caught on. For more information, please see smwspeedruns.com/yump. Ooh, fogdude losing P-speed. Ooh, barely getting it back. And Yoshi almost swallowed the shell. Jair is coming up on the green switch. Will we get a yump? No. Grabbing the blue shell here in Donut Plains 4 is actually really tricky to do without losing speed. But there are clouds up in the sky that you can use to regain your P-speed back. Loses maybe like 3 or 4 seconds, maybe 2 or 3. Not that big of a time loss. Yeah, FICO. That's the best part of that page. P-switch jumps are not yumps. Very important. P-switch jumps are P-switch jumps. That is it. Alright, so Morton has successfully been orbed. Fogdude is now going back for the 4th and final orb. There it is. And then we'll be taking a dip into the ghost house, I believe. There we go. Just to take a visit. Okay, that's been enough. Let's leave. Now, the reason why we go into the ghost house is to become Small Mario, so that we can get this cape without overwriting the orb. Because when you grab an item, the game will automatically put whatever item you had into the item box. So if you're Cape Mario, or if you're Fire Mario and you grab a cape, you'll get a fire flower in your item box, and it will overwrite what's already there. You don't want to overwrite the orb, so you want to become Small Mario. There's the wings. 69, nice. You don't want to overwrite that orb, so you become Small Mario first, and then you can grab a cape, and it won't overwrite the orb. And it's ideal to die in the ghost house, because you have Yoshi, but you want to keep Yoshi. And it turns out that taking a death in the ghost house will make you become Small Mario, but won't get rid of Yoshi. It just becomes like the perfect place to die. And it's fitting, because the ghost house is spooky. Fogdude having trouble with Clip here. He just gives up. I don't blame him. VD2 Clip is frustrating. Meanwhile, Jair is going back for his final orb. Being careful not to unlock that fire flower there. That's an easy way of accidentally overwriting the orb as well. And here's the red switch. No Yump. So sad. Now Jair is getting his cape. And now it is time to make a beeline towards blue switch. The fastest way to do that is to backtrack and actually go up the secret exit of Vanilla Dome 1. Red block thing. And it looks like Jair accidentally collected the dragon coin, and we'll be getting the secret exit here. If you're playing a category where you need the secret exit and the normal exit, it is faster if you mess up wings to just go ahead and go get the secret exit, since you'll be doing that anyway. And then try the wings again. Just because, like I said earlier, wings save so much time over doing VD1 normal. Especially if you don't actually know the fast strats for doing the level normally. It can take a lot of time. And it's very easy to accidentally get hit there. Don't let those wings run away. Alright, and here we see Jair going for going for the VD2 clip, and then Yoshi falls in the hole. So sad. There's a number of reasons why VD2 clip is much more difficult than FOI2 clip. One of them is that if you drop Yoshi too late like that, he's just gone forever and you can't get him back. But also, it's like 1 block taller. The ceiling there is 1 block higher. And it just makes, for some reason, it just makes it harder to get in the corner. Red switch jump? No. Alright, and then Jair already did the secret exit from earlier, so now he's already on VS1. Oh, getting caught by the peas. Not the peas. Those springboards are so annoying. All you have to do is hold the jump button to jump really high on them, but if you're like holding a direction and it starts doing that flickery thing, like it just won't work for some reason. And you get stuck on them, and it's just one of those things where your brain doesn't really understand what's going on. And you just get stuck on it forever. That's Butterbridge 1 orb. See how I was saying earlier that, like, Mario gets really close to the edge of that screen there. If you even delay a tiny bit grabbing that orb, you will die from touching the edge of the screen. Thankfully, in this category, we don't actually have to watch Butterbridge 1. Uh-oh. Flying a little low there. Yep. Scrape on dolphin. Luckily, there's that platform there. Falling in the water at the end here is terrible because there's no way to regain flight. You just have to keep doing that stupid jump out of the water and back in, jump out of the water and back in. And all switches is interesting in that you don't have... Currently, the route does not include having a fire flower for Ludwig, which is interesting because fire flower here saves 14 seconds. But it just ends up that, like, going back for fire flower or saving it for anything is just takes too much time. It's all because the orb, it's a combination of the fact that you need the orb for Butterbridge 1 and the, like, latest fire flower is in Vanilla Secret 2. Also, Jair just got Thwomp Boss. Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's like basically undodgeable. Yeah, not much you can do about that. It's a very unfortunate fireball there. And it looks like Jair has just decided to throw in the towel. It really is a huge time loss there getting hit, especially if you die the end of the fort and lose the orb. Because not only did you have to do the fortress again, you have to go back and get another orb or do Butterbridge 1. Yeah, it really is unfortunate after getting Swamp Boss. Ooh, very nice wings from Fog. Let's see, hopefully clips won't be terrible. No 99p balloons. Right. Good subpixel. Should work. Very nice. Well, this should work as in 75% chance. Yeah, that was getting in all switches. Getting through that clip is like big sigh of relief because it's the last remotely difficult thing in the run. The rest of it's free. And we finish this off with a yump. Oh well. Well, GG to fogdude. With that, he takes the match. And moves on to the bracket stage, and Jair has been eliminated from the group stage. And with that, all of Class B is done. GG to the runners. Oh, wait, I can do the prediction. There we go. Alright. And with that, actually, let's look at the calendar real quick. Oh, loud. Alright, and that wraps up fogdude versus Jair. So that means the last match for today is Mingura versus Mikri, which will be at 9:30, which is in a half an hour from now. One more match for tonight. I will be there for this match. It'll be restreamed here on twitch.tv/Super Mario World. There will be a small break though. I need to get up and stretch. I've been sitting here for a while. But thank you everybody for watching. GG again to fogdude and Jair for their very close, at least the very close races for the first two matches. Those were just crazy to have two of them so close to each other. Let's see, who can I send you to real quick for a very brief intermission before we get to Mangira versus Mikri. I see all castle speedruns. Alright, so another match at 9:30, half an hour. Go ahead and stop by Louis' stream and root for him to improve the all castles world record. Hopefully get that sub 34. Mikri streaming. Not under the Super Mario World directory, unless Twitch is broken, which is not unusual. Alright, anyway. Take care, everybody, and I guess have a good evening. Goodbye. For a tiny bit.